right, Detroit, we are back. So we're here up at the 2024-2025 preseason. So we're at year number 2 preseason. I will go ahead and give you guys an update on what we are looking like. So as far as coaching stuff goes, we got our new head coach, Lucas Connor. So hopefully he can really bring that that chemistry to our first line with Larkin, DeBrincat, and Raymond. We're really hoping that that can go ahead and work well. Now, the one thing I haven't taken a look at is how his chemistry works on our defensive side, but we will get there. First thing I want to do is we're going to go ahead and manage roster, captains, and jerseys. So for year number 2, DeBrincat is going to go ahead and get the A. He played without it year number 1. But Robbie Fabry is not going to be an alternate. We're going to put it on Moritz Seider. So our captain is still Dylan Larkin. Then we got DeBrincat and Seider as our alternates. I really like that setup, so we're going to stick with that. Now we can go ahead and take a look at our lines. So let's see what we're working with here. I'm hoping that top line, there we go. Yeah, I got that top line of +5. So they're going to be performing as 92, 96, and 94. So that should be pretty decent. I think I'm going to go Rasmussen on line 2. Robbie Fabry, Comfer, and Dylan Sprong because we don't have David Perron anymore. Veleno, Berger, and Costin. And then defense, we can run... Oh, so Evanson bumped all the way up to an 83. That's actually really nice. So, our top line D, so Moritz Seider doesn't actually have great chemistry. He's good on line 2, but we don't want to push Seider down to line 2. So, I'm just going to leave that the way it is. Edvinson and Petrie playing at basically 85, 87, and then 282s down here. Looks pretty good. Our goalies here, we got Husso at an 87, so he did go up in overall from last year. And Alex Lyon as our backup. We don't have Reimer anymore. We didn't have the cap for it. What I do want to take a look at is, I just want to take a look at our cap space. Now, we've got 2.7 available, but where is all of our cap tied up in? So, like someone like Andrew Kopp, theoretically, we could move on from. He's on a pretty heavy contract for what he's able to do. Let's see what he did for us last year. I mean, last year, 35 points, 16 goals. I mean, I don't know. That looks like a 3 mil a year guy. Let's see. So we're comparing that to someone like Rasmussen. What did he do for us last year? Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe 4, but I don't think 5.5 for Kopp. I think that's a little bit overpaying. Other than that, I like the money we have in these guys. We got Raymond, actually, I think pretty cheap. Same with Moritz Seider. DeBrincat is pretty high up there, but these are our main guys here, so we got to give them money. Our goalies, we still have it very cheap. Realistically, we could extend. How much extension dollars do we have? 18.9. All right, so we're going to take a look at that later in the year because we might want to just move on from those guys. But in the last video, we did go ahead and get our scouts hired, but we are at the beginning of the year. So we're going to go through it one more time. Same kind of thing. We got to assign all of our scouts, make sure we don't have any duplicates in any regions, and we don't. And we have our 15 scouts. So we're going to go ahead and do this. I don't think there's going to be anybody in rest of the world. Let's go ahead and check. Yeah, usually they don't put anybody there, so we can just go ahead and find prospects. Realistically, we're in September. We're doing it January 1st, so we could do like 3 months. That's fine with me. Russia, we're definitely going to have specific players we can get. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to do the same thing up to like, let's see. So we can actually go and grab all of these guys because that'll be December 30th for coming back, so we'll have a little bit of extra scouting happening there. Ulanov. Let's see, there's one guy, but he's supposed to go in the late 2nd or 3rd round, so we'll go ahead and just make sure that that guy gets fully scouted. And we're gonna go through this and let's see. Actually, I think for this first one, we're gonna actually take a look at it because wow. So yeah, this region is heavy with players. So we're gonna stick at the 90 for this. We got Vico, Richard Vico. Okay. So his strength of competition is an A+. So this league is definitely going to be a high league. So we'll see how those guys fare up when it comes draft time. Let's see. Piros. Do we got any notable guys here? We got a couple like early to mid first round guys, and then a bunch of late first and second round guys. So we'll go ahead and get all these guys scouted. That looks good to me. Let's see. Anyone in ice? We got one guy, so we'll go ahead and make sure that guy gets fully scouted. Oh wait, we have two. We have two guys here. Do we have an extra liga? Is that what we're missing? Yeah, we're missing an extra liga guy. So this guy, we're gonna go ahead and change region. Get him over in extra liga. Wait. Allsvenskan Liga SHL. Maybe I was... Okay, yeah, so he actually needs to go to Europe, and we need extra liga. Wait, yeah, right there, there we go. Okay, get him traveling, and then we can go ahead and get him scouting these guys. Yep, we definitely want this league scouted, so let's go ahead and get those guys. That looks good to me. And I'm gonna pretty much just go through the rest of this, and I will come back when this is done. So I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so I am coming back here. We did find the #1 ranked player. It looks like it's Donald Cox out of the USA Central USA Hockey Development Team. So we got to keep an eye on him as well, see what kind of potential it's giving him. But just wanted to come back and let you know. And we found #2 out of USA as well, Grant Huey. Interesting, 6'2" center. Okay, so we saw where those guys are. We can keep an eye on them now. And I will come back when this is fully done. All right, so we are back here. We got all of our scouts taken care of. We got all of them assigned out. The other region that looked good, was it the OHL? No, it was this. Holt and Armstrong are both in the top 8 as well. So the QMJHL has some decent players coming out of it. But we are done with that section of before the season. We've got all of our scouts. So once again, at January 1st, we're going to go ahead and do that again. But as far as pre-season stuff goes, I honestly think we're done. So we're going to go ahead and as of right now, we're just going to go ahead and get up to the regular season here. We want to just take this off the trade block. If we want to look for trades, we can go ahead and look for them ourselves. I don't want to get interrupted all season with them proposing trades for us. So we're going to go ahead and take all that off. We need to, once again, oh my. I hate that thing. How it will put those back even though you removed them. Kind of really gets on my nerves, but... Alright, so teams must be salary cap compliant, waivers. Alright, and we are here at the beginning of year #2. So one more time, we're just going to verify our lines, make sure we have it set up the exact way we want it. Yeah, I mean, so Daniel Sprong is considered a sniper, so I'd rather have him on the second line. I don't know why Rasmussen is a sniper. Should have him listed as like probably a power forward, like William Carrier. But we're going to go ahead. Yeah, I think leaving it the way it is probably our best bet. As far as defense, there's not really anything we can do. Nothing makes it better or worse. I don't want to put Sider on the second line. So I think we're just going to leave it the way it is. Okay, so I think we are all good to start simulation for year #2. So we're going to take it slow right at the beginning because we don't have the team we did last year. I don't think we're going to be as dominant, so we're going to really keep an eye on stats, all that kind of stuff. Try to really get as many wins as possible here, even if we got to like do some cheeky things with setting up lines or something like that. So we're going to go 5 games at a time here for the rest of this video. See how things are going, see what numbers we can try to fix. But yeah, I think that's how we're going to take it. So we got these 5 here, and Robbie Fabry is immediately injured. That is not too great. So we're going to go ahead and edit that manually. Yeah, that really makes our second line kind of weak. We're gonna go ahead and go Rasmussen up on the second line. We're gonna pull Veleno up to the third. And then, ooh, okay. We have to go to roster moves. Alright, so we need to grab... let's grab... He's considered depth forward, so is Hiroshi. Who's got the better defensive stats? 80, 70, 83, 80, 72, 86. Alright, I think we're gonna grab, let's just check Zarnik. Okay, we're gonna grab Austin Zarnik. So let's go ahead and get him up to the NHL. There we go. Edit NHL lines. And we're going to do that all over again. So Rasmussen going up to line 2, Veleno up to line 3, and Austin Zarnik to... We're going to just do substitute, and then we're going to go ahead and do this ourselves. So, we need Moritz Seider on that first power play. Okay. Power play line 2, we need another defenseman, so we're going to go... Noah Hannafin. And then 4-man, we're going to go Seider again. Let's go ahead and grab Seider there. And then extra lines, we've got 4-on-4 line 3. So you know what? What we're going to do is go head coach preferred. And then we are going to go to even strength. Do I want to change anything here? Cop has good face-offs. Comfer has good face-offs. Peregrine is decent. You know, I mean, honestly, what about just Rasmussen in exchange for Kostin? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Klim Kostin, Austin Zarnik, and Veleno, Carrier, Peregrine, Rasmussen, Sprong, Comfer, Cop. Yeah, okay, I can handle that. That looks good. Okay. So, let's just go best lines for the Griffins. That's fine with me. Casper's up to a 74 overall, so that's really nice. Go ahead and get back to the NHL and come back out of this. Yep, it's all screwy because we modified. Okay, so we started off 2-0, 4-2, and 5-2. Okay. So, we're still going to go 5 games at a time. See how it goes. We've scored 4, 5, and 5. Multiple players on Detroit are now eligible to be dressed. Let's go ahead and edit it manually. Does that mean that Fabry is back? Let's see. Robbie Fabry is back. Okay. So, sorry, Zarnik. You're going to get taken out for Robbie Fabry. Fabry is going back. Actually, let's toss Fabry there. Let's go Sprong there. And Carrier down on that 4th. Yeah, I could stand for that. Cop being right there apparently has been working for us, so let's go ahead and leave it. We can just do best lines for Grand Rapids. That's fine with me. Okay, so we start off 4-1. There are 3 different teams that haven't lost in regulation just in our division so far. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead. We're going to go up to this Florida game for the next 5. So we got a win against Toronto, a win against Calgary, loss, another win, and a loss. So we're 7-3. We went 3-3. Or we went 3-2. So we still won more games than we lost, which is good. Let's go ahead and we're going to get up to this Edmonton game now. Rasmussen broke his nose. He's coming back November 17th. Yeah, we'll go ahead and edit manually. I want to do my due diligence this year. I want to win as many games as possible. So, Carrier up there. Go ahead and get Zarnik back in. Substitute in all lines. Power play. We need Moritz Seider back in there. Alright. And then we need Moritz Seider back in here. So let's go ahead and go Sprong up there. And then Seider sliding in at the back. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and cancel sim. Okay, so we went 1-1. We beat Florida, lost to Carolina. Okay. So that is 2 games. So we're going up to the Edmonton game. Let's see. Oh, and Joe Valeno has been injured with a bruised hand. So actually, at the end of the last video, I said that we were potentially going to up the injury rating. I don't think we're doing that. We didn't end up doing it to start. I made the decision. Let's just see how it goes. I don't think we're doing it. We've already dealt with a bunch of injuries. And isn't Zarnik in the lineup? Oh, man. Zarnik is already in the lineup. We don't have any forward scrap. Oh, we have Rasmussen. Wait, is he injured? He is injured. You know what? He's playing a playable injury. That's fine with me. Let's just go head coach preferred. Yeah, okay. That's perfectly fine with me. It's getting kind of rough with all these injuries all at one time, but you got to take what you get, man. It's just that's the roughness of it sometimes. All right, so we beat Washington 6-0. We beat Boston in overtime, so we're at 10-5. So not too bad. 20 points puts us at a good spot everywhere else, which means that if we're in a decent spot everywhere else, we are potentially in a wild card spot in our conference. Even though this Metro division doesn't look too great, we'd be in first place there. But all right, so I think let's go ahead. We're 15 games in. Let's see. So Lucas Raymond is actually up at 24 points. That's interesting. So are we getting... We're getting good production out of that first line. Yep, they're all way over point per game, so that's good. Well, the Brink gets a little bit over, but he's also got 11 goals, so that's nice. Larkin's up at 18 assists already. That's really nice to see. Top plus is actually Clean Costin, so our bottom line is actually doing fine. Robbie Fabry is sitting at a -2, but everybody else is we're positives, so that's actually really good. Let's see. Ville Husso's playing great again. Alex Lyon. If we could have switched that to 1-1, we would be 11-4 instead of 10-5. But you take what you get out of a backup goalie. So that's just what's going to happen. Edvinson also has 5 points plus 7 as a rookie campaign. So not too bad. Let's go ahead. Out of the first 15, let's take a look at like our special teams and all that kind of stuff. So let's see. Where are we sitting at goals for per game? We're second in our division, which is pretty good. What about goals against? We are the best team, so we're not giving up many goals, which is really good to see. Let's go look at entire league. Goals against per game. Yeah, we're sitting... What is that? 7th? We're sitting 7th in the NHL in defense, so that looks good to me. Our power play could definitely be a little bit better. Yeah, it definitely could be better. Our penalty kill is probably one of the worst. Yeah, wow. Okay, so we're 8th worst penalty kill. So our penalty kill is really struggling. Hopefully that'll balance out a little throughout the year. I think we have fine defensive players, so hopefully that'll balance out throughout the year. But let's go ahead and get the next 5 taken care of. We got Edmonton, Philly, New Jersey, Buffalo, and Ottawa. So we're going to get up here to the Florida game. Rasmussen is fully healed. He's already in the lineup, so that's fine. We lose 5-1 to Edmonton. We lose 4-1. We lose 4-3. Okay, that's a win, and that's a win. So we brought it back from a pretty scary losing streak, but we still don't want those 3 in a row. At most, the most we ever want is 2 in a row. There's another 1. Joe Valeno's fully healed. There's 2. Come on, guys. What I will say is if we ever fall to 500, I will probably start making moves. Now, we did fall out of a playoff spot at 14 and 11. Yeah, and we wouldn't even... I mean, we'd be in a wild card spot in the Western Conference, so that's not exactly what we're looking for. I'll give it 5 more games. We got to win like 3 or 4 of them. If not, I am actually going to start contemplating making moves. So let's go ahead and see what we get. There's another loss. Injured groin on Sider. Let's just go best lines. Oh my god, another loss. Okay. We can't be doing 2 losses, then 1 win, 2 losses, then 1 win. Okay, so our last 3 games out of that 5, we got points on all of them. We were 2-2-1. We're 3 points out of a playoff spot. So you know what? I'll go ahead and go 5 more games. If we lose 3 of them, I'm gonna be looking at moves. to see if we can really pull this team back. We started a winning culture again. We made it to the playoffs. Oh man. Oh, and I mean, we were 1-2-2. So it looks like we need to make some adjustments. I don't think it's our top line. So yeah, I mean, Lucas Raymond is he's at 46 points. He's doing just fine. 41 for Dylan Larkin and 39 for DeBrincat. He's already having a 24 goal season. I think that's where our problem is, though. We have zero depth of goal scoring. We should have one other guy, like, other than our top line, we should have a second line guy above 10 goals. I mean, JT Compher we technically have, but, and Dylan Larkin is still above point per game, but, I mean, oy. Let's see. Okay, so let's also take a look. We're gonna go really in depth here at the end of this video so that you guys can see, so you guys can potentially give me some advice on where you guys would go with moves here. We're gonna go entire league, and we are going to look at goals for per game. We are sitting at 3.26. So, I mean, Florida Panthers are number 8, 9. We are sitting at 10th in the league in goals for. Goals against, we are sitting, let's see, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We are giving up way too many goals. We're at 3.31. Yeah, we're giving up more goals than we are getting goals. Now, what I do want to see, yeah, we're right here with goals against. We are way up there. Now, I mean, 114, we're also way up there in goals for, but... So we could be a dominant team if we stepped up our defense. Now, what I want to see is, so what's our power play looking like? Did it get worse? Oh my god, it got worse. We're down at 17%. This is what I want to see. Time shorthanded. Okay, so we're not, like, finding more disciplined players isn't gonna, like, that's not gonna make or break this team. I was wondering if, like, changing that aspect of our game would make a difference. We have the worst penalty kill, though, so maybe finding more defensive players would be the move. So, let's go ahead, and what we can do is, yeah, finding more defensive players to fit the penalty kill might help us. So, you guys let me know, what you think we could possibly do, even if maybe not finding new players, just restructuring our penalty kill would help. I mean, it doesn't look awful to me. It doesn't look that bad. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, what we should do, whether that's roster moves or whether that is just some line changes. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think we should do going into relatively, we're 35 games in, so relatively the second half of the season, so that we can see kind of where we're sitting, how to improve the team, how to get back to the playoffs. And yeah, just let me know down in the comments, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.